Welcome back, everybody, to This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm your host, Perry, and with me, as he always is, unless he's not, it's Eric the Whiskey Mutant.
Unless I'm not. I'm just,
What a dumb statement.
I'm not here.
That's how we're starting out this week, I guess. Where'd he go? I look at what you're still on camera.
Ah, shit. Had to take a mud pie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this really is how we're starting out this week. We hope you have been doing well. Hope you've had a great week. Eric, tell the people how you're doing.
Good. I wasn't ready for that.
I don't know how you could have been.
I'm doing well.
Honestly.
Doing well. Scale of 1 to 10 right now. I'm probably operating on a 9.5.
Wow.
Only because
That's impressive.
Yeah, only because we really haven't had anything to drink.
No, we have not. So you're expecting that when we do start drinking, it's all going to go down. Oh, I thought it was going to go downhill.
No, it can only get better, is what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
Unless you make me drink something really bad.
Well, we do have Flying Blind today.
Oh, no.
And
I thought it was going to be good.
Yeah. You thought wrong. We're going to find out together.
Oh,
hey,
no.
if you haven't yet, follow us on social media at My Bourbon Pod and at Whiskey Mutant. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on your podcast app of choice. You can also send questions or comments to our Gmail. This is mybourbonshop@gmail.com. And speaking of that shop, you can head to bourbonshop.threadless.com and you can find all of our apparel and merchandise over there. How's the sale going over at whiskeymutant.myshopify.com?
3 sales.
Better than 0.
I only have like 6 items left. So
Guess who's had 3 less than you? This guy. Oh, I forgot the 2 thumbs thing.
Yeah.
It's an audio medium. Unless you're watching it on YouTube, in which case,
hi.
Hello. What else? Leave us a message for our barrel ring segment. That number is 859-428-8253. Love it, man. It gets better every week.
Do we have one?
We do have a barrel ring this week, and it's going to surprise you who it's from. No, it's not.
Oh, man. That guy?
This suit is black, not. But you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast for as little as $1 a month, for as little as $5 a month. There's so much bonus content over there. You can't even stake a stick at it, is what I said.
Yeah.
Shake a stick at it.
Can't even take a shit on it.
Don't do a mud pie on Patreon.
I will if they want me to
Please
pay
don't.
for it.
Please don't. In an airplane bathroom.
Yeah.
That's too small for you.
Too small.
Yes.
Yeah.
We brought back Last Call this week as part of our new rotating
100%
content. Oh, 100% real.
Uh-huh.
You're going to want to tune in and find out what secret Eric's been keeping from me this whole time.
I'm lucky to be alive. That's all I'm going to say.
Boy, aren't you? You were supposed to be out for like 2 months.
Yeah. I knew a guy at the hospital.
Okay.
Picks me right up.
Fair enough.
So you didn't win.
I'm surprised you knew somebody at the hospital.
Was I not supposed to?
No, it's a joke.
I don't know anybody.
Okay. Well, this has gotten weird.
I don't want to be around anymore.
It's just the energy of today. It's kind of strange right now.
Stinky.
Was it like 2 nights ago that you rewatched I Think You Should Leave? Yeah, so it's all fresh.
Yeah.
It's all fresh. But yeah, patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. And last but not least, tickets are still on sale for the live show and meetup that is happening actually in like a few weeks at this point. Getting a little sweaty, getting a little nervous about all the work we got to do. That's not true. We got most of it done.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Now it's just up to you to be there.
Yeah. You can find the link for that in the description below. It's here in Lexington, Kentucky at the Clarion Hotel on Newtown Pike. If you want to come hang out with us. And
what else you doing on a Saturday night if you live in Lexington?
And it's Memorial Day weekend, too.
Ain't nothing going on. Ain't no kids sports because it's everybody's off work. Why don't you come hang out? Have some food, have a drink, watch us, hang out with us.
Watch us humiliate ourselves in front of a bourbon professional.
Watch me go head-to-head with a bourbon professional who pairs stuff for their profession.
Who literally wrote the book on it. Literally wrote the book on it.
And I can barely read.
I've seen it. It's
bad.
sad. It's a tough watch, y'all.
I don't even use forks. I mean, you're going to miss out on this. I mean, just think about it. Right now, I would probably go sign up.
Yeah.
Get some tickets right now.
Yeah. All that's in the description. Did we sell you on it?
Guy who can't read takes on bourbon professional.
I've got that search saved. Anyway, we have a really different episode that we're doing this week, but it's in an effort to kind of bring us back down.
Yeah.
You know? Kind of. We've been...
What?
I'm not paranoid anymore.
I'm not having anxiety attacks.
Yeah, it's going to bring us back down to some of the kind of like starter level stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to be something that we try to do a little bit more commonly, often, I think is what I was trying to say. A little bit more often as well, just because, you know, we try to cater to as many people as we can. And I think that this is our chance to revisit something that we haven't had in a while.
Yeah.
And also to give you the opportunity to hear what we think about the best way to drink Jim Beam 80 proof, the white label, this old guy. I'm kind of excited for this. It's going to be interesting.
I mean, I had a little bit of Jim Beam back when I was in Disney, and I was pleasantly surprised it just happened. So.
There you go. Yeah.
But we want to just do stuff.
Yeah, we want to do fun stuff.
We don't want to be the same old crap all the time.
Because the same old crap gets boring. You can go elsewhere for the same old crap.
Yeah, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you also get a review today, though, too.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the same old crap.
Same.
Old.
But different.
But different.
Yeah.
Before we get to all that, though, we do have Flying Blind.
Blind me, Daddy.
I told you to stop calling me Daddy on air.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this in a full bottle or is it?
It's a full bottle.
Okay, so I'm not going to look.
I have purchased this
You purchased
with my own money. And it's something.
All right. Whoa. Why is that so dark? Was this poisoned?
No, we did that already.
Oh, yeah, it came back.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. This is really dark.
Mm-hmm.
And viscous. It is legging all the way around that.
It's a viscousy boy.
Hold up. Did you make this?
No. I told you I bought this with my own money.
Oh. What in the world?
Yeah.
This smells like chewing gum. Like, it smells like zebra gum and vodka.
Yeah, you're right. But it's made with whiskey.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it smells like cheap, colorful gum and vodka.
Mm-hmm.
There is like have you ever had almost like, I've not done this in a long time, but back in the day, vodka and like Coke and vodka instead of like a Coke and a bourbon or something. Yeah. Oh.
Sorry I poured you so much, but I don't want to have this around for too much longer.
Ugh. It tastes fake.
It's good, right?
That's not real. Is this like a cocktail?
Kinda. Whew.
Is this a cherry, like a cherry Coke cocktail thing?
If you can guess this, I will be very surprised.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough, man.
It gets on my mouth and it starts doing weird stuff. Oh, it tastes so fake. It tastes like I'm just drinking like food coloring. Is that like a made to drink cocktail?
Kinda.
It's in a bottle.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if you guess this...
Is it a big brand?
Yes.
Oh, God, it's so bad. I mean, I'm just trying to think of like some kind of flavored something.
Do you give up or do you?
Hold on. I'm just going to throw a guess. I'm going to finish this because what is this? 70 proof?
65.
65. It takes me so long to take the drink.
I know,
because it
right?
sits there, and my body says, "Don't swallow this."
You kind of forget what's happened because it takes so long to acclimate yourself to it.
It's like being in high school. Your body says, "Don't swallow this," but you do.
We've all been there.
I mean, I don't know. Is this like a? Trying to think who has flavored stuff. Is this like one of those like Jim Beam apple or something like that?
It is not.
I don't know.
I saw this and I thought immediately, I need to review this. Or try it at the very least. Because, it's summer and you're typically reaching for a nice, refreshing
I don't
drink.
even like tea either. Twisted tea whiskey.
Yeah, sweet tea whiskey.
Ugh. I hate it even more.
65 proof. It's bad.
It tastes like an ingredient to something that you're supposed to keep mixing.
Yeah. It needs lemonade.
Arnold Palmer
Yeah.
style. See, I don't like tea much at all. Like, I have one every once in a while, but I never was like the kid who's like, let's get some Snapple. It's so cool. This is bad.
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
Ugh. Let me see this. The bottle even looks stupid.
It's just
Smooth and sweet.
It's on brand for them.
Made with whiskey, natural flavors, and real brewed tea.
Yeah.
I wonder who provides this. Produced by Twisted Tea Distilling Company, Frankfurt. What?
I think it's Fireball, which is Buffalo Trace.
Oh, take everything you know about whiskey and toss it out the window. Okay. Makes sense. Made with real brewed tea, we took the same great taste of Twisted Tea hard iced tea and reimagined it as a sweet and smooth flavored spirit with hints of lemon. There are no hints of lemon in there.
There are on the nose.
No. Enjoy it straight up. Did it. As a shot. Did it. Or add it to your favorite mixer. We don't judge. Well, I judge, and I think y'all suck.
6 reviews on Google. The first one's 4 stars.
4 stars?
And it says, tastes like dish soap in the best way.
4 stars.
4 stars. I finally tried this today, and to be honest, it's really good. It tastes like a really strong Twisted Tea. I really didn't have high hopes for it after the disappointment of the Truly and White Claw vodkas, but this is a solid choice. I'm going to be so real, though. The aftertaste is kind of soapy, and it's weirdly good. IDK.
Soapy and good is not a thing unless you're washing your body.
3 stars. Great if you're already buzzing.
Well, that makes sense.
This is amazing. 5 stars. This is definitely somebody who hasn't tried it yet. Ain't no way this is bad.
Yeah.
If you had Twisties before, you know.
Psych!
This one confuses me. 3 stars. Says no. Tastes disgusting like stale cigarettes.
But you gave it 3 stars.
3 stars?
What is their palate that needs to be a 1 star? You can taste a stale cigarette and be like, yeah, this is about 3. Tampons or something?
That's bad. It's real bad.
How much was this?
$16.
God, that's still a lot.
I just saw it online.
Same as this GTS Brown, basically.
Yeah. GTS Brown?
JTS Brown.
George T. Stagg Brown.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, Eric. What have you been drinking recently?
Not that.
You okay?
Yeah, that aftertaste is bad.
It's really bad.
Let me try to clean that out.
That's why we cleanse our palates with Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death. Kill your thirst. Isn't that their actual thing?
Murder
Your Thirst. Sorry.
It's more aggressive, I think. Murder.
Mm-hmm. I love their branding.
I
love their water.
Yeah, it's really good.
Buy Liquid Death.
Buy it.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but if you want to, hit us up.
Maybe someday.
Hint. What have I had? Okay. I made some bourbon smashes the other day. Because I was wanting a cocktail. April's wanting a cocktail, and we didn't want to do old fashioned. So I took Maker's Mark. I took blackberries and lime. Muddled it all up.
Nice.
Put a little sugar in there, muddled it all in there, and topped it off with some Maker's Mark.
Nice.
It was freaking good.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, and it's kind of it's more of a filling cocktail to me because it gets all that fruit and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's just something that was kind of out of the norm for us, and it ended up being like super good. So other than a random pour here or there, like when I got home from work, that's probably the most different thing I've had, and that I was surprised at how much I liked.
Nice.
And it looked good. I took a picture of it. It's like I was freaking Louisville Bourbon Buzz or something. All professional, taking pictures.
Well, I've been drinking some of this Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A123.
As you point at the Twisted Tea.
No, I pointed at that.
I thought you was pointing at that.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. A123 so freaking good, man.
125, baby.
Oh, just incredible.
Did they announce the B?
We have the B of the larceny.
Yeah, I know, but
we haven't heard anything about B523.
Yes.
Whew. The naming convention was throwing me. No.
Love Shack. Baby love. Tin roof. Rusted.
We're losing them, folks.
Sorry. It's the Twisted Tea, baby. I am gone, bro. I'm like on spring break right now, man. I got a Twisted Tea. Let's go.
But in preparation for our review today as well, I tried some of the Maker's Mark BEP, Barrel Entry Proof.
That's an easy way to be like, did you just not like that Maker's Mark? Yeah, this Maker's Mark BEP.
BEP.
It was BEP.
No, BEP.
BEP.
BEP, 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 BEP.
Yeah, I have not had this yet. So
no.
I'm curious to see what I think.
Yeah, we're going to get into that review here in just a bit. But we are going to prepare ourselves for this fun little thing that we are doing. All right, so we have our little flight set up here with Jim Beam White Label. It is poured in 4 different styles. We have Neat, we have Splash of Water, we have On the Rocks, and we have it with a mixer.
Yes.
I went with Ale 8. Eric went with Coke Zero.
Yes.
And we're just going to kind of go through these and see how we like Jim Beam White Label the best.
Well, I think it's good because it's just one of those bourbons that you've had experiences with before you were like a bourbon nerd, and then you kind of don't give it its due.
Yeah.
When you are one, and then you go back to it and all that, and then there are people that, maybe that's where they started. Maybe they were cool, and the only bourbon I started with was Stitzel-Weller.
Hey, shut up.
Shut it.
It smells pretty good.
I mean,
It smells a little watery.
Watery. There's a little nuttiness to it. See, I can...
Oh, man.
I
haven't had that in forever. It's so good.
I can honestly say I'm not offended by that.
I'm not either. There's no reason to be. It's a very inoffensive bourbon.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things that we tend to get caught up in, of course, is complaining about the people who are looking for a smooth bourbon or trying to find, the next Weller or whatever.
I would say this is smooth.
But it is. But I also think that if you're trying to give somebody a bourbon that they wouldn't consider to be offensive,
yeah,
this is a pretty good candidate for that.
Perfectly fine with that.
Yeah,
and it's cheap.
Yeah, it was $16.
Yeah, I mean, geez, come on, look at that.
Yeah, it's Jim Beam. I mean, honestly, if I had to break it down, Jim Beam is probably one of, if not my favorite distilleries.
Yeah. They got that old Knob Creek, boy.
Yeah, they do.
So do you think people around here probably, if they're going for that style, tend to grab that before they do Jack Daniels?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
People around here...
They despise Jack Daniels because it's Tennessee.
Yeah. So if you go to
the University of Tennessee didn't make this.
Yeah.
Didn't make Jack Daniels, right?
Bleed blue, baby.
Anyway. Neat on its own. I say, you know what we do? Let's go through all these and give them like an out of 5 score.
Okay.
Out of 5 or out of 10?
Out of 5. We usually do.
Out of 5. Yeah. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5.
I'll give it a 3.
Nice. With a splash of water. Now, it definitely smells like bourbon with water. This smells more like Basil Hayden.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like watered down whiskey.
Whoa.
Honestly, I may like that better.
That brought out a spice.
That borderline's a cocktail. That tastes like an old fashioned.
That's crazy.
There's some orange and like rye almost. Like,
if you were to tell me that a bourbon that is already at 80 proof, which is the bottom level of how low a bourbon can be proofed, if you were to tell me that if I proofed it down even further, I would like it more, I would think you were crazy.
Wow.
That opens it up so much.
See, and I'm not one, I kind of skipped the step of like when you're on, like you're going from mixing to neat. Like I skipped the splash of water. I pretty much went from taking a shot to adding some ice to then drinking neat. And maybe that's why so many people like a splash of water and stuff, because that is way better to me than that's a
4 out of 5.
I was going to say that's a 4 out of 5. If the neat is a 3, that's moved up almost like to a 5. Like it's a completely different experience, and it tastes like a crafted, like somebody blended this up.
Yeah,
and it tastes this way. Like I know Basil Hayden is not our thing, but this tastes like
a better Basil Hayden,
and you saved $60.
So much money. Dang, man.
Wow. Yeah, 4 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5.
I have to agree. I'm really impressed with that. All right, so we've committed a cardinal sin here, though, and we have put ice in a Glencairn. So please don't add us. But
the whiskey god nerds are. Okay, that smells like caramel and peanut butter.
It doesn't even smell like the other two.
Mine smells like caramel sauce.
Yeah, mine too.
What the hell?
Okay, I don't like that.
Where's the caramel?
It's become very flat.
Nose though?
Nose is like a 5.
That's the best nose so far, and the least tasting.
It's the worst palate for sure. It still marginally kind of tastes like Jim Beam.
Don't have hardly.
But it's got the super watered down flavor that I don't like.
I would much rather just do a splash of water than put it on the rocks.
Crazy. I wouldn't have expected that.
Nose, though, on
the nose
rocks?
is so good. If I could have the nose on the ice with the palate on the splash, I would be perfectly
Where it's
happy.
Cold, it's almost like smelling ice cream.
Yeah.
But better than I thought.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a 2?
Yeah, 2 at the most. If I'm going by the nose, though, I'll give that nose a 5.
Well, I think that's what's bumping it up a little bit for me. Yeah, the ice just dilutes it like completely.
Yeah.
I don't get a whole lot with the palate. Bourbon and ale 8 is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world.
Yeah, I was telling Perry, I have growing up in Eastern Kentucky. Ale 8 is like the nectar of the gods.
That needs more bourbon.
It's a Kentucky original.
Kentucky swamp water.
Yeah. But I never liked it.
Have we ever talked about why it's called Ale 8 on the podcast? Ale 8-1? Do you know the story?
I've heard it.
So, the reason that it's called Ale 8-1, it was created in 1926. They didn't have a name for it. And they took it to a county fair, right?
In 1926.
1926. And they allowed people to drop their name suggestions into a box, picked them out. And the one that won was actually called a late one. And so the reason that it was called a late one is because there was a boy who submitted this name, and he named it after a tradition that he had with his grandfather.
His grandma was late on her period, and then his family, his mom was born.
He would have this tradition with his grandfather where late at night they would sneak down to the kitchen and have a ginger ale together.
Oh,
so
it's a ginger soda.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Ale 8-1.
Yeah, I remember the county fair thing. I couldn't remember that.
This is the kind of stuff. You know what? I'll just keep this over here. It's the kind of stuff I had to know for doing all my tours.
Oh, yeah. And I use Coke Zero because that's my favorite soft drink.
Dude, try that.
It tastes like a mule.
Yeah. But it's got that citrus bump.
Yeah. I don't mind that.
The best way to do this, and I need to reply to somebody. The best way for this drink to succeed, to me, is to use Ale 8, but also use about an ounce of orange liqueur.
That'll be good.
So it's kind of like the Keeneland Breeze. But it's that I've talked about it on the show for years now. But that's like my go-to summer cocktail is 2 ounces of bourbon, ounce of orange liqueur, and then you top it off with Ale 8.
Mine is Coke Zero and your whiskey with spiced cherry bitters.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like a spicy cherry Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
This is fine.
It's so fine. It's so middle of the road.
This tastes like if you go to a restaurant and you're just like, give me a bourbon and diet.
And I think that largely bourbon and Cokes, bourbon and sodas just kind of taste the same.
They do.
Like regardless of the bourbon. I think if you get like bourbon and Pepsi, that's going to be different, of course.
Yeah, that's going to be psychopath. I think that the only time you can tell a difference is if you do a straight up like barrel proof, and I've done it.
I have too.
And I felt really good afterwards. But yeah, there's just a distinct like bourbon and whiskey and Coke, whatever that you get, and that tastes just like. I mean, I would not expect anything to like jump out at me or anything, but I could legit pour that in a big cup and do something.
Yeah, 2.5, maybe 3.
I was gonna say 3 as far as like a mix, a mixer.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk that?
I mean,
with a splash of water would be our preferred way.
I think I've been wasting a lot of money a long time for a while
because all the Basil Hayden that you've been buying.
No, just all caught me.
Well, I think this is going to be a fun kind of installment to do in the future as well, just with other bourbons.
I would love to take low end, high end, stuff we don't like, stuff we do like, and do that because I mean, I'm just not that guy that I don't have the time and the patience to be able to sit around and be like, oh, I want to try this, or you know what, let's add a drop of water to this and see what it turns into. Like, I don't have that much time. Like these days, I'm like, this is the most time I have to drink. Most time is recording, and you know what we do here. Yeah.
Tasting is for the podcast.
Yes, I don't do a lot of. I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm not posting any blind flights from home anymore. Like I just don't have time.
Yeah.
Jim Beam White Label though.
Splash of water. Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this though.
Like that makes me want to have Jim Beam White Label around.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I really don't. Like if I'm getting a bottle of that magnitude, it's usually like,
Turkey 101.
Turkey 101. I got some 86 proof Old Forester the other day.
Why'd you do that to yourself?
Because it was actually really good. I paired it on a video.
Oh, is that video? That video's not out yet, is it?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm a bad friend.
Yes, you are a bad friend, and that's
and a worse co-host.
But we love being bad friends. No, it's when I did Anna Monday the other day with 91 Days.
I will be honest with you. I actually did not get
It's fine.
around to watching that
It's
one.
okay.
I'm very sorry.
Probably because you've heard me talk about 91 Days a billion times. Anyway.
Probably.
But 91 Days is anime. It takes place during Prohibition. So I used Old Forester because they were, been around since Prohibition and stuff. And it was a video that I wanted to try to, like, if an anime fan actually watched Anna Monday, maybe they don't drink whiskey, that might be like a low proof whiskey they would get to try. So that's why I used that.
Good call.
Oh, we should have used 1920, bro.
Shut up.
Shut up. I knew what I was doing. I wouldn't recommend that to somebody who's never drank whiskey before.
I like that you really thought through that concept, thow.
Well,
that's very cool.
And that's the thing. I want, just like we do stuff.
Not that you don't normally. No, I apologize. That sounded really condescending.
No. I know exactly what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't always think about people who, when I do Anna Monday stuff, I'm not always thinking about people who are anime fans and they stumble upon my video. Because there may be an anime fan that's like, I don't drink whiskey, but if they saw it in an anime, maybe they want to. And I don't want to be like, hey, you go drink Elijah Craig Barrel Proof if you like freaking big boobs.
Slow-mo punch scenes. But that's why we're doing, this new series now too, because it reaches people that we might not have been able to reach before. I mean, the common person is not Googling, George T. Stagg or Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. They're Googling, how should I drink my bourbon?
Or they're like, I've drank that before and it's Jim Beam White Label.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, they want to revisit it and they Google the best way to drink Jim Beam White Label or Jim Beam.
They've never had it in Splash of Water, like me.
I'm pretty impressed with how that turned out. Mm-hmm. That's wild to me. All right, Eric, we are getting into our review for the episode. This is Maker's Mark Barrel Entry Proof. It is the newest edition of the wood finishing series. Now, I need to make a retraction on something that I spent an entire live stream on a couple weeks ago. This is not the end of the wood finishing series.
I thought it was.
Nope. Somebody contacted Makers directly, and they said, it's not the end, it's the end of the first chapter.
Maybe they should be a little bit more clear about it.
Right? I'm not taking the blame for this one, because I shouldn't.
Well, there was multiple people that said that.
Yeah. We heard it from everybody that this was the last release of Maker's Mark wood finishing series. So, first of all, what the crap, Makers?
We signed on for a second season.
When you get 17, talk to me.
Yeah. When you're 220 episodes in and then you redo the series again, let's go.
Lord. Why? What do you think this is? Dragon Ball Path to Power?
Dragon Ball The Balls.
Actually not a bad movie. It does a good job of recapping early Dragon Ball. It. But is that Path to Power?
Something to Power.
It was like the 20th anniversary. Yeah. It's pretty good. If you've never seen Dragon Ball before, it's a good watch. Get you interested in it.
BEP.
So I wanted to do something in comparison to the BEP. BEP. And that is try just a regular old cast strength batch right alongside it.
Okay.
So serendipitously, the cast strength batch was 110 proof. This is 2204.
And this is...
So I guess this was the last batch of 2022.
And BEP is 110.7.
Yeah.
And I appreciate a barrel proof or cast strength screw top all day long.
It is so hard to say cast strength.
Cask strength. I know. You have to...
There's something that you have to really enunciate the K in cask. Or else it just sounds like you're going cast strength.
You know what else Maker's Mark does that's fun?
What's that?
But annoying is it's like sometimes you never know if it's going to be a cork or a screw top.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Guess which one this is.
I started screwing this a second ago.
Ooh, America. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I guess I got the right glass.
Hey, it's a bourbon night glass. I'm Chad.
I'm Sarek.
What are you doing?
No. And then even knowing that this was a screw top, I about went.
So, before we get into the actual tasting of it all, let's talk about some logistics behind this. First of all, $75. Well, that's what I paid for it. I think it's like 65 MSRP.
I think the other ones, I've not bought that one, but I feel like they're between 60 and 70.
Yeah. This is, of course, 110.7 proof. This was finished with 10 virgin toasted American oak staves, as opposed to the cast strength, which does not have French oak or American oak staves. So stave profile BEP.
I love the tagline on the back of this, on the cast strength. It's Maker's Mark, but a little over the top.
Yeah, it is. That's how I like my Maker's Mark.
That's right.
So for a little while, I was of the understanding or persuasion, I guess, that the BEP release was basically just cast strength 46.
Oh, yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
Because they use French oak staves for 46 cask. This uses American oak staves.
And does it say why it's called BEP?
Because it's celebrating their 110 proof barrel entry.
Barrel entry proof.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We go in at this lower proof to achieve the one-of-a-kind taste profile Bill Samuels Sr. established in 1953. Pete's back.
It's about time y'all start drinking some more, Mike.
Pete, how you been, buddy?
Gotta go to work, see ya.
Friggin' Pete. Anything less or more wouldn't truly be or taste like the Maker's Mark. You know. Our first chapter of the wood finishing series has been a way of honoring all the elements that make Maker's Mark. Wait, that make Maker's Makers.
Whoa.
That's hard to say.
That's a lot of making.
But with the seventh and final expression, we're closing the chapter out with a just as exciting chapter to follow. Enjoy accordingly.
That's a tongue twister.
Say that 5 times fast. Make Maker's Makers. Make Maker's Make.
Maker's Mark. Making out. Making out with Maker's Mark.
KISSISSIPPI. Making out with Makers?
Yeah. Come join us for Making Out with Makers. February 14th.
Everybody gets a free smooch.
You get a smooch.
You get a little kissy. A little for you.
That would be fun.
All right. I say we start with the 110 cast strength because that's going to give us a good baseline.
Okay.
For what we're thinking.
All right.
Here.
Cheers.
So, cheers, homie. I love the nose. I love it so much, man.
Like a higher proof wheated bourbon, which it is.
Oh, it checks off all the boxes.
Yes. Strawberries. Solid.
I could go the rest of my life and never drink Weller again. Not William LaRue Weller. Not Antique Collection.
This is like the genie in a bottle. You better be very specific about your wish.
But all the other expressions of Weller.
You actually ruin everybody else that loves it.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
They take Weller from everybody, not just you. No, this is legit, man.
Foolproof, antique, special reserve. 12-year might be the only one that I hold off on saying that for. But, I mean, overall, I think this is the sleeper agent on the bourbon market. It is uncelebrated. It is unrecognized. But it is one of the best values that you could possibly get.
It's high proof strawberry shortcake. It's like a strawberry shortcake milkshake that you boozed up. Yeah, it's so sleeper. Like even me, I'll admit right now, I don't remember the last time I bought a Maker's Cask Strength.
Well, it's been hard to get.
Has it?
Yeah.
I haven't paid attention.
Well, I didn't realize it until I went into Total Wine and was getting a bottle. And Chad was there.
Oh.
Sorry, I forgot that we have to put on a face for Chad. Chad. He was there, and he said, or I was like, well, I haven't gotten a bottle of this in a while. And he goes, well, we haven't gotten any bottles in a while. So I don't know what the distribution thing is on it, or, you know, I mean, it's not like it doesn't sell.
Using it all for these limited stuff.
I guess.
I don't know.
But that's the last batch of 2022.
This is instantly, I was thinking like during the summer when we, after Addison's volleyball and we're switching it up, we're going to the beach.
Where y'all going?
Hilton Head, where we always go.
Oh, yeah, duh.
This is going to be one of my box of whiskey.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have this. I want to drink this on the beach.
This is going to be an open bottle that you carry over state lines that your kids rat you out for when you get pulled over.
Oh, yeah.
That's a throwback joke for anybody who's listened for a while. Just a really, really solid bottle. $40. I mean, pretty much regularly available, you know?
Oh, man, strawberry shortcake.
I'm a fan.
Strawberry shortcake. Ugh, love it. Love it.
I also love Liquid Death because it takes my thirst
and murders it
and throws it on the ground and says, you like that? You like that?
Stomps it. You like that?
You like that? Good times?
Murder your thirst.
Man, I've been so scarred by Mikkel. From what? Don't miss out on the Patreon last call this week, please.
All right.
So here we go.
The newbie.
Yeah. Barrel Entry Proof 2023 limited release. Final page of chapter 1.
Final chapter.
Final chapter of the first book.
Friday the 13th. The final Friday.
This is the one where you find out that Voldemort's been in the series all along.
Oh, yeah. You're like, what?
Did you know anything about that before you watched that movie?
Mm-mm. Nope.
I read the books. Of course.
I read the books.
I was a big nerd. Still a big nerd. All right.
Not a nerd.
You're right. I'm a dork.
You're a geek.
I'm a geek, man.
You're a freak. No, that's one thing that I honestly loved about watching those movies was I really didn't know anything other than just I know he's a wizard and he's at a school.
And he's a boy.
And he's a little boy.
Is a boy.
But yeah, I think that's, like I said, that's why I instantly started falling in love with them because I knew nothing about them.
Yeah. All right.
Think it.
Dank it. And
smell it.
It smells really warm. If that can even be considered a nosing.
It smells like a warm dessert that just came out of the oven, like a cinnamon roll. It smells like the icing on a cinnamon roll, like a warm. Like you can tell when something's a cold treat.
But it still has that like underlying sweetness.
Yeah.
That the typical cask strength has.
Yeah. They're not too different.
No, but I do think that the barrel entry proof has a little bit more of a punch to it.
I think it's the It's like a vanilla.
Yeah.
Like a vanilla extract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Now we dink it and sink it. Yeah. Yeah. That's good bourbon.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. You don't like it?
I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm not getting anything like special about it.
I'm getting a little bit. I'm getting more spice than I got on the cast strength. I'm getting a longer finish than I did on the cast strength as well.
Yeah, the finish is definitely longer.
Yeah.
I don't know that
It's resting in the back of my mouth on the very back end of my tongue more than the cast strength did.
Yeah, it is more complex.
Yeah.
There's more going on. It's hanging out.
But you seem like you don't like the extra complexity that's happening with it.
I don't know if I do.
Interesting.
Let me cleanse here.
I'm a fan.
I think it smells better than it tastes.
That's fair.
Yeah, I like the nose. I like that punch of vanilla. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I'm getting here. When I drink this, I get a pink, like it's almost like
Yeah.
like it's a, and this may be just me preferring a little bit more harsh, or like it's like the maker's cast strength is kind of this rough around the edge, like it's not as complex, and it's just a straight up strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
This is like, hey, we're making a strawberry shortcake flavored plate that, you know, this is a new look or a new idea of strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it's just too much roundness.
Okay.
So I'm not getting like the roughness I want that I liked in the cast strength.
You wanted to beat you up and
I want to be
slap you in the face.
I want to be choked a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's hard because like it's not that I don't like it. It's that maybe I thought it was.
You were expecting something else?
Expecting more.
Okay. So, removing expectations from it, I want you to try to get into this based on what it is.
It's a maker's cast strength that is for somebody who's afraid to try cast strength.
Okay.
It's tame. It's tame to me.
Okay.
It's very tame. And I just don't like, I feel like some of these limited releases of Maker's Mark we've got, like something sticks out, something all that. Like this is just a tame, like it takes the cast strength part and it just tames it a little bit to me. And maybe the positive and what I love about the cast strength is like overshadowing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I will say,
that's just me though.
No. I've been trying to play a little bit of devil's advocate too.
You switch the bottles.
Yeah, I did all that work just to screw with you. I don't think this is a perfect bourbon by any means.
No.
I think it is a subpar entry into the wood finishing series. I think everything else that they have done most everything else is better than this.
I think that one where we got 1 and 2 and we mixed them, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh yeah, FAE.
Yes.
Yeah.
This almost leaves you wanting like, okay, I think they can do better. So all right, season 2.
Yeah. Oh, an underwhelming season finale. But that being said, this is not a bad bourbon by any means.
There's nothing bad about it.
I think it is arguably good, but at $75 for a limited release, there is more that could be desired from this.
Yeah. No, I agree. Go
ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just going to say, this feels more like the entry into the limited release series as opposed to like the finale of chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like we're getting started and you're like, oh, no, it can only go up.
Can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is a next chapter. There is something else that's coming after this. We just don't know what it is yet. So with that in mind, I mean, I understand why they made this, but I don't understand why they made this at the time that they did. It was almost to me like they ran out of ideas.
Yeah. That nose is really good.
Nose is great. Nose is the best part.
I miss some of the bite.
Nose and finish.
Yeah. I miss some of the bite of the just plain old cast strength.
Yeah.
They're pretty similar though, I will say. Going straight back to back, they are very similar.
They are nearly identical.
When you go straight back to back and your palate's got kind of acclimated to both of them, there's not a whole lot of difference.
But the BEP just has a longer finish.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'll agree.
Oh, I started to get a little bit of like cinnamon sugar. Almost like Cinnamon Toast Crunch on the finish.
Ooh.
I like it. I think it's tough to justify $75 for this. But that's also, because we've tried it already. And, we're doing the work, so you don't have to if you don't want to pick this one up.
Yeah. I think if I walked in the Kroger and they had like the Kroger price, and it was a little bit cheaper than $70, I would be okay with this.
So I guess we got to put this one through the ringer.
Yeah.
And give it our old nose, palate, finish, and price review here. Each category is out of 5. Final score is out of 20, of course. Eric, this nose is one that is a little bit more unique than what we've experienced from Maker's Mark in the past.
Yes.
What would you potentially give it as a score out of 5?
So.
It sounded like I was trying to fill up the word count on my college essay.
5, what do you think, comma, tell me what you think, what you really, really think. No, I love the nose on this.
This is the Captain Kirk.
I honestly, yeah. What do you think?
William Shatner's here, everybody.
I do love the nose on this. Yeah. I think that it's like this vanilla extract, and it, like you said, when comparing the BEP to the cast strength, like the nose does stand out because you get a extra punch of vanilla.
Yeah.
It smells like you're making like a cake or something, and you throw that vanilla extract, and then all of a sudden you start mixing, and you're like, there it is.
Yeah.
I give the nose of this a 4.
Oh, absolutely.
I am 100% happy with the 4 on
not just is it one of the better noses that we've gotten for Maker's Mark, I think it's one of the better noses of a new product that we have gotten to this year.
Yeah. I mean, it's just vanilla. It's like it reminds me of Disney. Like the little the candy shops.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very confectionery heavy.
I love the nose. Yeah, 4.
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
I have an idea.
Ooh. little pairing here.
A little pairing here. So Lucy got these birthday cake cookies from Kroger recently. I'll kind of try to show it on camera a little bit. It's not working super well. It's got sprinkles. It's got like little vanilla chunks to it. Did that work?
Bro. It's like carnival candy, cotton candy overload. I'll do a pour over.
Oh.
That makes me want to buy this just for pairing purposes. Well, that's super good. Oh.
You didn't think you were going to get a sips and snacks this late in the game, did you?
God. Yes.
Yeah. 11 out of 10 pairing.
If we added a extra category for pairing, like that would be 11 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super good.
Man.
Yeah, because it's that confectionery note.
Yeah.
Yeah, it elevates.
Does that make you like it a little more?
Yeah.
It makes me like it a little more too.
Yeah. Because I imagine the Little Bites birthday cake muffins.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Like I just want a little bit more.
Yeah.
From the palate.
Man. By itself, compared to the cast strength and nothing paired, it's like a 2.5 for me.
Okay. All right.
It's good, but
I'm not surprised by that. I definitely liked it more than you did.
yeah, it's good, but there's something I need. I need a little bit more. Just give me a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Finish is absolutely spectacular.
I like the finish.
4.5.
3.
You really juked me on that one.
Well, I like it.
Yeah.
When I say a 3, like a 3 is it's not bad, it's not spectacular. It's my down the middle is a 3.
Not a 2.5?
No, because I feel like a 2 point. When you say a 2, anything with a 2 is a little bit below.
Okay, that's fair.
That's just in my head.
Yeah, I get that.
It's not amazing to me. It's not bad. And it's kind of how I feel about the whole thing, honestly.
Yeah. I think I like it a lot. But price is a lot. Price is steep. $75. I don't think it's a bad bourbon. I feel like I'm defending my opinions to myself more than anything. Like I'm trying to justify.
You don't have to justify anything to me.
Yeah, I know. I'm justifying it. I think a little bit to myself as well.
It's a lot.
It is, but I do like Maker's limited releases.
Yeah,
like
it's almost like the collectible thing too. It's like
yeah. And I think if you've put all this time in and you've put in the collectability effort, I don't think that 75 is too much to ask. No. I think it's in the upper register.
Yeah, you go. If I see an 80 on there, no way.
70, I am more than likely like 65 all day.
If I can get this for $65, whether it's at a store that gives you a discount or a grocery store that has it or something, 65 all day.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
I'm going to give it a 3.
I'll give it a 3. If I'm going by what I just said about, it not being the worst, but 2.5 is a little under, I will give this a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you got to pay extra for it, I wouldn't go over $75 for that.
Yeah. So,
did you keep track of my score?
No.
Shit.
I'm not used to doing that.
I know. I was lazy. I was being lazy because I got caught up on that cookie. What'd I give the nose?
I gave it a 4. Did you give it a 3.5?
I'm going to say I did.
I think you did.
3.5.
Now I'm losing count.
Plus, I don't even know.
It's like a 14 to 15 between the two of us.
Yeah, I think mine's like probably a 12, 11, 12.
I think it's like a 12.5.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like I legitimately
we lost the math halfway through all that. So go back and do the math and let us know what the score actually was.
The pairing.
We normally are better about scores than this. We just both of us kind of
the cookie got me.
Yeah. Lost in the sauce.
Yeah. Well, it started making me think that I liked it more when I started having the pairing. So
fair enough.
Anyway,
I mean, this is a recommend from me. I think that if you are a Maker's Mark fan, this elevates a lot of what you like about Maker's Mark. But if you are a Maker's Mark finished product fan, this is going to leave you wanting something.
I agree.
You know, yeah. It's not of the caliber of 46 cast strength. It's not of the caliber of FAE or even BRT.
Oh, I like BRT.
Yeah. What was the other one? SE4.
Yeah, That's the other problem.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. There's not a good naming convention for any of these.
Regular names with these things.
Yeah. So, anyway. I'm okay with it. I'm happy to have it. It will go to good use, of course. Share it around with everybody.
I think you find it for under $75.
Grab
I
it.
would take it.
Yeah, I totally agree. We got a barrel rings this week. I got to move stuff out of the way.
There's so much stuff. I'm still looking at the Twisted Tea.
Here's an L8.
Here.
Thank you.
I got room.
Eric's got more room than I do.
Not when I get here.
That's true. I'm always very sorry about that. Bum, bum, bum.
If you want to get on the barrel rings, you can dial 859-428-8253. Sorry, where did my other page of...
I think I closed out of something on accident. Yep, I lost like a whole window of tabs that I had open. That's great. Anyway. Yeah, so we got a voicemail this week.
Another one from our
resident
barrel rings.
Our third man.
Little street boy.
Yeah.
What's going on, boys? This is your friendly neighborhood streetwalker. Streetwalker Bill, Street something Bill. I don't know, whatever it is that you guys all called me. I just wanted to pop in here, and I got a question. Two of us. Like, when should these barrel rings be in for the next episode? Because I feel like I am kind of just lost on when I need to get these in. I need a deadline. I need some structure in my life. Come on, guys. Help me out here. Anyways, I do want to say you are not making any enemies. You're making nothing but friends. Friends like to joke and kid around a lot, so that's what we do. I know sometimes we need to take a step back and just recognize that that's what we're doing before it gets too far. It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. So just know that I got mad love for you all, mad respect. I know you're joking, and if it ever gets to a point where I don't know where you're joking, I'll let you know. Punch you in the nuts. So, anyways, looking forward to Timbip weekend. Tony Bag of Donuts, my ride or die for the weekend. Let me know we're about 4 weeks out, and we're getting really excited by it. We got some fun extracurriculars planned, but we're super excited to meet you all and get this party started. So, all right, boys, you guys all have a good one. Timbit fam, see y'all later. Peace out.
Okay, I got some.
Did we need an apology voicemail? I don't feel like we did.
I've got to understand that Bill is doing a punch in the nuts and not a kick in the nuts.
Well, yeah, up until now it was a kick.
Think about what it takes to punch somebody in the nuts compared to what it takes to kick. Like, you got to, get into place. You got to make sure stuff's aligned the right way. Like, if I see Bill drop to one knee and pull his fist back, I know it's coming. You know what I mean?
You know it's coming.
So I just take one step sideways. I take one step sideways, and I've dodged it. as far as a kick goes, like you could just kick really fast.
Yeah.
So I would avoid punch in the nuts.
I just didn't feel like we needed to have a clarification or apology voicemail.
Are we that bad?
I don't think so.
Let us know.
Are we?
Leave us a comment.
I don't know. I'm a lot.
Send us a message.
This is the first week in a while that I've been as clear as I am. So maybe I forgot something.
We're bad. We're bad boys.
What
are we going to do?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
We're going to make another movie.
Part 4.
It is happening. They're filming it right now.
I know. That's what I said.
It's crazy.
We're in it.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's us.
Yeah. No, we're in it. Like we're like there.
I thought you meant we were Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
Like I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but like they're scrolling through like the radio when they get in the car and hear us.
Yeah.
And we're part of it.
Yeah, we are. Fun Easter egg.
Yeah.
As far as when you need to get the barrel rings in, we record Friday during the day around noon.
Unless there's something going on.
Yeah. So I would just say deadline.
Every Wednesday.
Sure.
When you hear the new episode come out, I would go ahead and record barrel rings.
Yeah. So there's that.
Anybody who wants to challenge him for the weekly barrel rings segment, go for it.
Yeah. I love that we have a champion right now, though.
Yeah. I want to see some challengers.
Oh, I'd love to see a back and forth.
Yeah. We need a battle, a barrel rings battle.
We need a war.
I need somebody who's listening right now to step up and make a better barrel rings than Bill just did.
Oof.
And then we will compare them.
Look, it doesn't have to be a song.
No.
It doesn't have to be a 3-act play.
No.
It doesn't have to be the eulogy that you gave your grandmother.
It needs to make me laugh.
It just has to. It has to be fun.
I need comedy and I need competition. So if you make me laugh and you also roast Bill, then that's what I want. Oh boy, we got chips coming out and everything. So yeah, somebody else get on there. I want to see some competition on the barrel rings.
Yeah,
barrel rings battle. Let's go.
Diversity, I think, is what you're looking for.
Battle.
Do it. Tips and high proof hot takes.
Yes, I got one.
Ooh, okay.
I've experienced this several times in the past week. Oh my God, that's so like strong.
It smells like Charleston, South Carolina.
It smells like the ocean. Oh my God. Why are they broke up? Did you break them?
Mm-mm.
They're not as strong as I thought they were going to be.
No.
Prawn cocktail flavored Pringles.
I think they taste amazing.
They're pretty good. Oh, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
High proof hot takes. People who talk out loud in public to either get your attention or to make their opinion known to a complete stranger. I hate it. Saw somebody the other day. The line was moving slow at where was I? I had a big cart at Kroger, and it was like, I can't go through the self-checkout.
Yeah.
And I was behind some guy, and he kind of did the thing where he looks at me, and he turns around, and he's like, you think if they spent some more money on workers that instead of these self-checkout, you know? And I was like, I don't want to talk to you.
I don't know you, and that's not my purse.
But have you been around somebody that's trying to get you to reply to them?
Yeah. I actually on that topic, this week I had to go to the gas station. I had to go in to get my gas. And while I was waiting, I have grown, right? I'm not always buying a second ticket so I don't have to be sitting around everybody.
Just going to another gas station because it says see the cashier.
Yeah, I had to go in. So I'm trying to check out with one of the cashiers. And she is looking basically behind me. Because there was a guy who was in there and he was just stuffing stuff in his pockets.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, I don't want to get shot. I don't want to be a part of a robbery. I don't want to be on the news. Anyway, so, I mean, it was kind of like that where there was another person who, you know, he was having an argument with the cashier, and there was another customer who was coming around and talking to the other cashier and said, like, way louder than they needed to, I'm sorry you got to deal with this. Like, taking the moral high ground for nothing. For nothing. Who are you like defending? Everybody knows that he's in the wrong. Nobody's looking at you and going, you know what? Thank you for saying something about this obviously bad situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just dumb. Just a dumb thing to say. Nobody cares that you have an opinion on stealing.
If I don't know you and I see you in the grocery store and you are trying to get me to talk to you, if you do it that way, I'm not going to talk to you.
I'm not going to talk to you.
I don't care. I just want to get home.
Yeah.
Look at these lines. Oh, my gosh. What are you? Like, stop. Like, I don't care. Like, it's busy. It's a grocery store.
What is this, run by the government?
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, I just don't like when people try to say their opinions or say something obvious out loud to get somebody else to start talking.
Get a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Drives me crazy.
Don't do that.
I get it. Tips and bits.
Tips and bits.
Do we want to take a couple minutes to talk about The Mandalorian?
What do you want to do?
I don't think that I have anything else to recommend or talk about. I've been playing through Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. It's been a while since I've played it.
So good though.
I'm playing it on the
emulator.
Yeah, the Switch Virtual Console.
Oh, okay.
The N64. I love that game, man.
Dude. I still stand strong when I say I love it more than Majora's Mask.
I believe that. I mean, it is more of like a traditional Zelda game than Majora's Mask is. But I'm also playing it in anticipation of Tears of the Kingdom coming out, which I realized I have never been this excited for a video game ever. Like a new release. The last time that I got this, because I would take like long breaks from video games for a while. And it's really just been since the pandemic that I have consistently been playing video games again.
Yeah.
You know, I was digging out like my DS during the pandemic. I was really getting into playing on the Switch at that point. And now I'm like consistently playing video games again, which I'm really enjoying. I'm definitely not going to get to Jedi Survivor because I can't afford a PS5.
Well, funny story.
You just bought a PS5.
I just bought a PS5, and it was downloading when I left because when I played Jedi Fallen Order, that was my big game about a year or two ago. And as it got closer to coming out, I was putting back a little bit of money and here and there, and I was like, it's time. So I am genuinely excited. But the thing is, Zelda is coming out not too long after. So
I pre-ordered it a couple weeks ago.
I'm basically going to be trying to finish up Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
And you're going to be starting that, and we're going to go on this journey together.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, like, I pre-ordered Tears of the Kingdom so that I could get it the day that it came out.
Yeah.
Now, it comes out on a Friday, which is when we record. So I'm considering... Look, I know that I have people that I work with that listen to the podcast from time to time, but I hope
your sick day.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sick day.
Well, it's done downloading at my house now.
Hopefully.
Well, I gotta wait till everybody's asleep, and I gotta work tomorrow, so I can't stay up late. So,
Sorry.
anxiety.
That's good anxiety, though. That's excited. Yeah,
and
exactly.
I have a date night tonight. Going to watch Evil Dead.
Ooh, I've heard such good things
I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, next week.
Yep.
But yeah.
Either way, new video games, and we're going to be playing them probably parallel to each other.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But I said a couple weeks ago that I was finishing up my second run on Breath of the Wild. That wasn't true. I just beat Ganon for the second time or first time, I guess, on that run.
Did you beat the extra level where you go from stage to stage to stage to stage?
Like to get the Master Sword upgrade? I have gone through the middle trials.
It had been a long time since I broke a controller out of rage. When I beat Breath of the Wild and I went back and started getting all the temples and stuff.
Yeah.
And I got to that point and I would get halfway through that and I would die. I swear to God.
I know. It is infuriating.
I crushed a Joy-Con with my bare hands. And I'm going to admit it right here.
I'm impressed.
It may have just been like the stick part of it.
Yeah.
But when I squeezed it, it broke. It broke. So I broke a Joy-Con.
I'm pretty impressed right now.
I was pissed.
But so I've gotten through, and it took me, literally years of playing the game and being more comfortable with the combat system to be able to get to the point where, to be able to get to the point where I could even get through like the first and middle trials, or beginning and middle, I think is what they call it. But I tried the final trials the other day. I wanted to break my Switch.
Yeah.
It is miserable trying to get through those. But there's something about it's just that intrinsic, value in completing a quest within a video game. But that being said, I don't know if I can ever get to the point where I finish those quests.
It's too expensive.
Yeah. And also, I don't have the patience to collect 900 Korok seeds. I'm at the most I've ever gotten right now, which was like 330.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm like, how did I get all of these?
I look back at that game and think, how did I have the patience to cook up meals and put them, stash them up and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's just like riding a bike.
Yeah.
Like I am. So it's such a comfortable experience going back to that game.
Yeah.
And I'm now like exploring it in a way that I wasn't exploring it. There are, like amiibos.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a whole like amiibo thing of collectability.
You have to have one of them to complete 100% it.
Not technically.
Well, shows how much I know.
But I bought these.
I know you bought those
little cards.
I had the little characters all around my house.
But now I can play the game in Link's Ocarina of Time outfit.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It is.
I like that. I like that I can wear the Twilight Princess suit and Wolf Link will follow me around too.
God, I haven't played that game forever.
One of the best Zelda games.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of video game talk. I know we talked about Mario last week. Maybe we should save Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because also, you got to go pick up your kid soon.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Sorry.
Long
everybody.
episode.
Sure. Anyway.
It isn't long.
The walk from here to typing in patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast into your browser. Oh.
Go to patreon.com/mybourbonpod. Yes. For as little as $1 a month. And at $5, you get all the bonus content. We just had the last call. It's back, baby. You get Pours from the Floor. You get Sampling Irresistible. You get first dibs on anything Tim Bip related. Patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast for as little as $1 a month. But you want to get on the $5.
I can't believe how broken these chips are.
'cause I'm broken. Then if you want to get some merch, this is my bourbon shop. No, wait.
Bourbonshop.threadless.com.
Bourbonshop.threadless.com. I was talking about the email.
But it is called This Is My Bourbon Shop.
Yeah, bourbonshop.threadless.com. I got some stuff up on whiskeymutant.myshopify.com. Go get some merch. If you want to send an email, this is my bourbon shop at gmail.com. Send us a suggestion. Anything you want us to do, you want to hit us up, go there. Also, if you want to hit us up, go to social media. If you want to hit up Perry, Peter1792. You want to hit up me, Whiskey Mutant. Anywhere, just at Whiskey Mutant.
All over the place.
Want to hit up the show itself at My Bourbon Pod on all social media. If you want to challenge Bill in the Barrel Rings battle, 859-428-8253.
I was on a delay. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a voicemail system. You leave
We've
a
actually been
voicemail.
recording this whole episode over Zoom.
Really?
So, yeah.
No idea.
He's been at home this whole time. It's crazy.
The power of editing.
You would never know.
Yeah.
That's how good of an editor I am now. It looks like
It's
we're in the same
wild,
room
dude.
together.
You're friggin'.
We've even been able to look at each other in the eye.
You're the next Star Wars guy. But yeah.
Han shot first.
Leave a... Freaking Greedo.
He did, though. Han shot first.
I know he did, but
It's crucial to his character that Han shot first.
You caught me off guard. I didn't think we were going to get to that point. But yeah, that's the voice.
I'm having a great time.
I can tell. I am too. I got to pee. If you want to leave a review or a rating, just do it on whatever you're listening to. Go to YouTube. We're on there. The show is video version there. Perry goes live every Thursday night at 8. I need to get on there, honestly.
You should, yeah.
I've had to work like every Thursday lately.
I think we might have some special guests this week. You're not going to like one of them.
Oh, never mind.
No,
But
it's gonna be a good conversation. I want you guys to tune into it.
And go to youtube.com and
Yes.
support the show there. What else we got? Live shows coming up. We're less than a month away. We got tickets available, whether you want to be here just on Saturday night, where we do a pairing competition with Peggy, or if you want to get on the VIP stuff where you come in Friday night here to Lexington, we're going to do a pairing that me and Perry are catering. We're going to do some Patreon content. We're going to do bottle shares, all the fun
Tastings.
stuff. Yes,
Yeah.
like it's a full weekend of
Yeah.
things, and I want you to be a part of it. So click the link in the description, in the bios on our Instagram, all the places. Get some tickets. Hang out. Let's go. And then if all you can do is tell people about us, then just do it. If you don't know how to click a like or click a share, send a letter. If you're still in the mode where you just write things on paper, write somebody a letter. Say, check out This Is My Bourbon Podcast. And send us snacks. If you want the address, message us. So there you go.
Sorry, I've got a text message I have to reply to.
I'm literally in the same text thread.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you are.
I see it.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, let's get out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, listening, consuming all of the 10 BIP content. You guys are the best. We love you so much. We'll see you next time. Until then, I'm Perry.
I'm Eric.
And this is My Bourbon Podcast.
It is.
Thank you.
See ya.
You just had to have the last word, didn't you?
I did.